Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. If you're new here, I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. Today I've got a huge thrift haul for you from the car boot sales and the charity shops and a few little bits from online too. We also have a big bag of what looked like vintage jewellery that I picked up at the car boot sale to unbag and have a look through too. If you are new here, please do check out the channel, hit the subscribe button for me and that bell as well. Let's dive straight in. So I cannot wait to show you what I bought in the charity shops. So let me move some of these car boot finds out of the way first. I spent £150 in one charity shop. So I'm going to show you what's in here. First of all, let me just mention that I bought a tray for £2 at the car boot sale, which is really cool. It's got nice ring slots. So I thought we could unbag and sort into there. I also bought a stacker's tray, you know, the stackable jewellery boxes, for 50p, and it's the right size for my stack. So I was absolutely thrilled with that. It was one for earrings and things, which I don't have. So in the school holidays, my friend and I, who we go thrifting together weekly, went into the charity shops and we found a huge haul of mostly sterling silver. It turned out that a lovely lady who used to shop in this shop, it was a Phyllis Tuckwell store, had recently passed away, sadly, and her husband had very kindly donated her entire silver jewellery collection, and there was just so much. I did buy a fair amount of it. I stopped at £150. I did pick up some bits in the costume as well, so let me show you through. I'll show you first my favourite one. So these had all been priced by the antique jeweller up the road, so I did pay up for these, but I thought that you guys would like them in my whatnot shows, so I'll sell them. I'll start at what I paid for minus the fees, and then hopefully we can all get some goodies. So this one I absolutely adored for myself, and I'm debating whether or not that might go into a whatnot show. In the shop I thought it was very blue moonstones, but I'm wondering now, is it labradorite? The two I believe are the same stone, labradorite being a grey moonstone, but they're just not as opaque as I normally see in a labradorite, so let me know what you think. They are looking very lab on the screen. That's absolutely beautiful. Then there were just so many. I picked up this amber one, and that's really lovely too. So as I say, I did pay, you know, the charity got a reasonable price for these things. Don't think there's a huge amount of profit in them, but I couldn't resist because I felt like it was a win-win. This one, I don't know what the stone is. Can anybody help with that? It's a very aqua colour. Really pretty. Love the style of that one. There's a dichroic glass one. Isn't that amazing? And this one has 3 levels of size adjustment as well, which is really nice. So it would actually go small enough for my small wrists. Should fit everybody, that one. This one is lovely. It's got some vermeil charms on it and some amethyst. Isn't that pretty? I think I would have probably kept that one, but it's a little bit too big for me, sadly. So pretty. And then this one is from the shop Pia, P-I-A. I don't know if they've gone out of business. I haven't seen one for a little while. It's a mostly silver jewellery shop here in the UK, although they did have some costume as well. But this one is sterling, and it's got these hanging charms. And then beautiful peridots. This one has got an unusual links on it, which I think some of them may have come from the same place, but they're all just 925 marked rather than having a maker's mark on them. And then this one is really interesting, and I looked it up and I wrote it on a post-it note, and I must have taken the post-it note out of the box, so I will flash that up on the screen if I can find it again. It has the coolest clasp. It's a really solid clasp, and I guess this is probably enamel in here. Might be stone actually, not quite sure. Aren't they cool? And then there was one necklace. The necklaces were quite a bit more expensive. This one had a really lovely ball chain on it and this really pretty freshwater pearl. And then in the costume, my friend found these ones. Frustratingly, I can't find anything about these online. They've almost got a native look about them, or Mexican. What do you guys think? They've got a modernist feel as well. There's concave in here, like a little dip look. And then we've got mother of pearl. No silver markings on them. These clips definitely aren't silver. They might be alpaca or something like that. Very cool clip-on earrings. And then two beautiful brooches. This is lovely green turquoises in here. I suspect this one probably is silver, but we'll need a test. Isn't that gorgeous? And this one, which I don't think is silver, but is just also really pretty. I'll have to test this one as well, actually, and then you can put this one on a pendant. Some nice gemstones on a stretchy bracelet. This one is a costume, but it's got a really nice feel to it. And it's got a nice solid clasp as well. I think I probably paid too much for this one. It probably won't sell for as much as I paid for it, but I thought somebody would like it. And then this charm bracelet, which has got dice on it. They're the sort of dice that you use for like Dungeons and Dragons type games, I believe. And I thought that I would take those off and make them into charms for my bracelets and necklaces. So that was that charity shop haul. So quite a lot in that one shop. And I think I got some beauties there. What do you guys think? Let me know. Okay, so let's crack on through. I've got loads of trays around me to show you, and then we've got a bag to look through as well. This was from the car boot sale. This is a heather gems set. So these are made from heather root. And really interestingly, it comes with a guide that shows you how they make it. So you've got the little process there of them being cut and dyed and eventually made into the jewellery. How cool is that? They're from Scotland, and I often pick up this brand. This is on a silver plated findings. Often they're on sterling, but still a lovely set, and comes in its original box. That was a nice one. And that particular car boot sale, I didn't find a huge amount, but I did pick up this one, which I've actually decided to keep for myself because I love it. It was 50p, and it's polymer clay, so like Fimo type stuff. It's magnetic. It's a really strong magnet, and the colours are just lovely. It's not, you know, it doesn't have much of a resale, but I just liked it for 50p. And then at the same boot sale, I bought this one, which again I've been wearing myself. A little artisan piece, I think. And I've popped it onto a steel chain. I'm enjoying wearing that one. I think that was about 50p as well. And this fella joined my personal collection as well last week. He was £5. I believe that he is sterling. It's got some kind of mark there which I can't read, and I've put him onto a silver chain. Love him. If you know where he's from, do let me know. He's got a kind of Maori look about him, New Zealand, but I haven't been able to find anything, so if you have any info, do let me know. I couldn't resist picking this up. Piece of dyed agate slice. That will probably go into a whatnot show, or possibly I might use it as a photo prop. This little guy, he's sadly missing a couple of crystals, in fact 3 I think, but I'll see if I can replace those. Isn't he awesome? Couple of brass colour bangles. These don't really have much of a resale at the moment. I think they're out of fashion, but I can't help picking them up because I like them myself. And this is fun. This has got some age to it, I think. I think it's glass. Needs a good clean up. And how about this one? This looks like something out of a doll's house. It looks like hand-blown glass. I wonder if somebody's bought it directly from an artisan. May have possibly even been an earring, but I've only got one, so I'll make that into a pendant. Oh, and it was Mother's Day when I found this one, a little C. It's sterling, and it was a lovely older gentleman. I asked him how much it was, and he touched my hand and he said, "You can have that." So I took it as a little extra present. Looking at it in the light here, it does have a bit of a bronzy edge to it, although it could be the reflection of something in the room. It's possible that that's a faux 925 mark, so I'll have a look at that and we shall see. This is a little faux opal earring with a kangaroo. That's going to be turned into a charm. And then walking out from the car boot sale, I found this one in the grass. I picked it up and I thought, oh, it looks like Wedgwood, but it's green, and I turned it over and it is Wedgwood. So that's a pretty cool find. So I shall give that a clean up and put that onto a chain. Nice little piece of treasure on my way out. This is another one for myself. Now, these are from TK Maxx, this brand, Rachel Zoe, and there's a lady sometimes at the boot sale that sells TK Maxx stuff. I think she probably works there. And I bought the ring from her last year, and this time she had the earrings. So those are going into my jewellery box. Little all-seeing eyes. Walking out of another boot sale, I found this in the field. So this was a morning that I'd gone with my girls to the midweek boot sale, and it was just lying there in the grass after somebody had packed up, and I just had to rescue them. Look at their faces. I'd love to know their story. I have a little tray of what I call my museum things, which I will share with you at some point. There's not really enough in there at the moment, so they're going to live in there. We've got a really pretty abalone shell key ring. That was a new one with the tag on. Thought somebody might like that. And this all-seeing eye bracelet, which is sterling. I've got that one with the sterling ones here. And I picked up this make your own necklace because I will reuse these letters to make into my charms for my necklaces that I make. And bracelets. This is a whole bag of bits I bought from another seller, so we'll look at that in a moment once we've got the tray. Another abalone one. It's a set of necklace and earrings. That's really pretty. These were from the Macmillan charity store. I just like to buy something from the store. Just picked up a couple of bits for my girls. And these, I think that just needs looping back over. And then these two vintage brooches. No markings on them, sweet little styling. And from the same seller, these two vintage rings. They're just paste on costume. This one is super tiny, it's really small. Actually, it looks really cute as a pinky ring. So I thought they would be cute. Those are our first rings to go in our little tray. Right, so let's use that tray to tip out this bag. This had a nice quality feel about it. It's got some shell on there. And this is the brand, the Italian brand with the smiley face, the name of which I can't remember. But that's a nice name brand. It does need quite a good clean on the chain. This one I picked up to give to somebody I had in mind for their birthday, and I've forgotten to give it to them. So that will probably be put aside for a future occasion. It's so strange. I've never seen a shell that's been carved with a name like that before. And then I saw another one at the next boot sale, but definitely a different seller. It's funny how that happens. These two I think are kilt pins. They're just modern costume, but I like the style of them. This one I thought was a Bernardine stone pin, which I usually sterling with enamel, but I think this is a copycat one. It's come from Cheddar, probably from the Cheddar Gorge. and there's no markings on it at all, so I'll need to have a little look into that one. Really pretty cloisonné enamel. It's a fish and crown brooch. Fish and crown always sell well for me. And a little cameo, which can be a pendant too, so that's quite a nice one. Millefiori glass cross. Love the colours on that one. Should have probably listed that before Easter, but there we go. And 80s looking one with a bit more abalone shell. That needs a nice clean up. A gold shark's tooth. Oh, look at this little guy. Look, he's one of Snow White's dwarves, I think, isn't he? Don't know which one he is. Let me know if you know. Oh, I was sad that I couldn't find the other earring to this one. I've got a pair of earrings very similar to this myself, but I'll see if I can turn that into a pendant. And then this I thought was a piece of fluorite, but now I've got it home, I think it's actually plastic or resin. It's got a little bit of flour or something inside it. Really looks like gemstone, but I don't think it is. Then we have this pretty sterling necklace that will go into a whatnot show. The lady said she'd never worn it. A couple of online pieces now. I bought these two from a whatnot seller. So we've got big canes of Millefiori glass. I've never seen really big ones like that before, and that's on a sterling bail. That was on a chain, but I've moved it onto another one. And this one here, which is the sort of harlequin glass. The pearls are losing a bit of their coating, but you can't really tell when you're wearing it. Funnily enough, I had one really similar without the pearls. Sold it in a whatnot show a couple of weeks ago, but I did really like it, so I only paid £2 for this one to put into my own jewellery box. And then this was a pair of earrings. I don't know what I've done with the other one now, that I picked up on Vinted because I just fell in love with them. I thought they would be really nice for the springtime and wearing with my troll beads glass bracelet. But they were too heavy for me for earrings, so I've just put this one onto a jump ring and I've been wearing it as a pendant. This funny ring. Who are these guys? I've been wearing this one here, look. They look like lemmings to me. Does anybody remember that video game? They also reminded me of the Native American, what are they called, Cocopelli or something like that, figures, but they're not native, and this isn't silver. I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel like steel either. Anyway, I only paid £1 for that one. May well go into a whatnot show at some point, but I've been enjoying it for now. And when I bought all of those bracelets in, up here that I showed you, in a different charity shop, I found this bad boy. Look at this. So this is Native American, and I have found it. I found the mark, which is, it's just letter H. You just see it there. And I found this attributed to two different Native American makers, and I found rings very similar to this attributed to both. So I still don't really know which of the two it is. If you know, then do let me know, of course. I absolutely love it. I'm so tempted to keep it, but as you can see, it's far too big for me. It's I'd have to have it resized to wear it. I don't know what to do, but I love it. I did, of course, pay up for that one as well. It was in the silver cabinet. Okay, back to the booty finds. This is just a cheapy charm bracelet, but I like the cameo on there. I thought I'd make a charm from that one. And I bought it with this fun little squirrel ring and another Heather Gems necklace. So this is the Heather root. It's all been pressed together. Very cool. And check out this glass brooch. Isn't that interesting? It's old. It's got the old C clasp on it. Needs a good clean on the metal, but I just thought that was unusual. And I bought that with this whole bag of costume rings. Didn't pay very much for them. And also this Spanish looking bracelet. It's got a really nice clip clasp here. Nice vintage one. This one I'm a bit sad about. I paid too much for this one. I thought it was so unusual, and it was almost touching. You couldn't get it on, so I pulled it slightly just after I paid for it, and it made a noise like if you do it too many times it will snap. So it's a bit fragile, so I probably am going to start that with a low price on whatnot. It's not silver obviously, and see if somebody is willing to take the risk on that one. Oh, and then we met a really interesting lady who I bought this from, and this guy, it's got like a snake's, is it a snake's mouth or something? With a face inside it. He's quite fun, he's a costume one. But the main pieces I bought from her were this stunning abalone power shell cuff. It's just got a 925 on it. As you can see, it needs a bit of work. It needs a really good clean and it needs reshaping, but it is absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to do that one up. Keep an eye on my shorts for that one. And again, I did pay her quite a lot for this, but what a gorgeous string of amber this is. A gorgeous clasp. She had some really cool pieces. She had an antique mourning necklace that looked like it had been made from strands of hair, sort of wrapped around, and then a big piece, probably about that big, of Whitby jet in the centre. It was amazing. But I told her to take it to an auction house because I couldn't, she didn't know what to sell it at and I didn't know what to advise her. So hopefully she'll get that properly appraised. And then from another seller, this really sweet little bluebell pendant. Isn't that cute? Okay, I've got another big tray to look through before we go through that bag. This was a charity shop buy. It's not silver, but it's a big, gorgeous, chunky cuff. And then we're back to the boot sale now, actually. This is 5 beaded necklaces, because if you saw my whatnot show the other week where I didn't sell most of my beaded necklaces, you can tell I need more beads. Slightly ridiculous, but these are all lovely gemstones, so if they don't sell as they are, they can be cut up and repurposed. This one was particularly nice. It's got coral at the bottom, some agate, it's got a bit of glass, and then these lovely freshwater pearls here. That was a particularly nice one. This one's got lots of agates on it. These are gorgeous, look at these. And then lovely mother of pearl shell, pretty are those. And this one, these look like bone here. These were just £1 each and I just couldn't resist. This has got a really lovely dangle there, so perhaps you wear it, I guess you wear that at the front, and the clasp showing. That's really pretty. It's got some nice baroque pearls on it. Gorgeous. Picked up this one, which says it's an African symbol for achievements or high honour. I thought that would be nice to go onto a chain, and I'll probably keep it with the card as well so that whoever buys it knows what its meaning is. And then these are all, apart from that one actually, these are all Pandora style beads. They're all marked 925 in the core, but I sincerely doubt they are. These usually aren't, so I have to be careful with them. But there's some interesting ones in there, and my girls will enjoy playing with those as well. And I've got some of these cages that you put gemstones in, and I think this is a necklace. I don't think it's silver. I think this is a cheapy one. And then she gave me this one as a little bonus. That's quite cute. I paid £1 for all of that, so that wasn't very much. Okay, we've still got the bag to go through. I did also get a few kits as well. So this one was 50p. It's a crystal jewellery wrapping set, so it's got some findings and some crystals in there, and a book on how to do wrapping. I've done a bit of crystal wrapping before, any basic stuff, but I thought it was worth 50p for the bits inside. I've got 2 lots of beads. I like to use the what are they called, clay beads? I can't remember what they're called. They're not made of clay. But they make nice bracelets for the kiddies. And look at these fun like emoji type faces. So they'll make stretch bracelets for the kids. And then a lady, when I told her that I make jewellery, she gave me this. This is a clay jewellery tin. So this was completely free. I don't normally buy kits, so it's unusual for me to get 2 in one boot sale. It's got tools, and this is like Fimo type stuff, and earrings and findings in there. So that was a lovely little gift. Right, I'm going to move this out of the way now, and we'll have a look through the bag. So this bag was actually a big biscuit tin that was full of vintage jewellery, and there's a lovely couple that I see very often at the car boot sale, and they sometimes have earrings and things, they have lots of pictures, we always have a nice chat. This time she had a whole tin, and she said I can have the tin for £7, bit of a strange number, but I thought I would give it a go. When I went back to pick it up, she'd kindly bagged it up for me, so let's see what's inside. So if you are new to the channel, I try to save as much as I can. I break apart pieces and make new jewellery. I restore vintage and I resell pre-loved. So it should all stay in the life cycle somewhere or other. Bits that I don't use go into a bag of craft. I've only ever had, I think, 2 bags of craft go out in the 5 years of doing this. So I do use most of it. So let's see if we can find any treasures in here. So first up, there is a big St. Christopher. Needs a little clean. You can see we've got a watch back, and I'm assuming that is off this one, yes. That will get lotted up because I don't really do watches. J and D, that's going to be a difficult resell, isn't it? But maybe we could have a D or a J that might be interested in that. You never know. A vintage brooch. That's a very cheaply made one. You can see some of the colours coming off there. And there's a pair of vintage screw back earrings here. This is plastic rather than glass, sadly. Just a sort of vintage party one. Oh, a butterfly. That's the first butterfly of the day. So this is made from shell, look. That's quite interesting. I haven't seen one like that before. That one will be resold for sure. Wowzer, look at this. Is this still in one piece? Oh, sadly. Its clasp is broken, but I'll see if I can fix that. There might be a way of fixing that. How pretty. That's got a bit of age to it, hasn't it? Let me have a look at that one. This one I recognise. I've got this one already, which I've been trying to pass on for a long time. That one might be lotted up. We've got a locket. Oh, I think it's a faux locket. Doesn't seem to want to open, that one. And we've got a cross. And another one. That's the plastic that's just been painted to look like metal. It's not real metal. Wow. That's a buckle. Missing something there. And obviously it's missing its other half, but that's quite cool, isn't it? Ew, this is all rusted and horrible. That's no good. Oh, it's one of those magnetic ones. That looks like it's probably been worn in the pool or the sea or something. We've got some Aurora Borealis beads. Those are nice sparkly ones. It looks like it's had its third strand removed. The clasp is in nice condition though. Another cheapy watch. A brooch that's missing some of its crystals. Oh, that one's missing too, sadly. And another one of these. Those could be... Oh, there's another one there. These could be made into earrings or something. Tie clip. Another one of those. Ah, it's my initials. Cute. I'll have one of those as a charm. Could even make myself earrings out of them, couldn't I? Some vintage clip-on earrings. These feel like nice quality. No markings on them. Bangle that's missing charms. A little sparkly ring that's lost its plating. That's quite sweet. I think I'll take that one off and we'll probably cut this one up for the beads. And that one, I'll probably just cut the beads up and pop them into the children's workshops. There's some more of these. Ooh, this is nice. That feels like it's a gemstone, rose quartz maybe. Copper bangle. Cute little green vintage beads. So there's two of those. And a heavy chain. Is this a Pierre Cardin one? Oh, it's a Monet. Needs a bit of a clean up, but that's potentially quite a nice find too. This is a heavy crystal. That'll be made into a pendant, or made back into a pendant. This is missing its little faux pearls. I think I'll pop that into a craft bag. We've got a hair clip that's missing its front thing there, I think. There's a couple of charms here. That's a cute one, the Aries one. Oh, it's got Libra on the back of it, look. What's this one? I can't read that. It's obviously a charm fill up though. Coin. Another one of those. And another one. And another one of those. How strange. More plastic party beads. Ooh, that's rather nice. It's like an old 10p that's been gold plated. More party beads. And some faux pearls. That one will be cut up. It's quite interesting. Definitely use the bits on that one. Scarf clip. Lots of vintage in here. Another one of those. Oh, look at this. Got a bit of micro mosaic in the middle there. Adjustable. That's nice. That might make the money back on the bag. Another one of these. Flowers necklace. I like these. I might repurpose this one. And a narrow escape being spiked by this one. Look at that. What an unusual piece. It's an old brooch. Never seen anything quite like that before. Very unusual. And there's a little embroidered one. An old costume bracelet. Oh, I think this is a stretch bracelet that's lost its stretch. That'd be useful for the little sparklies though. Hang on to that. Another brooch. It's unusual, isn't it? And there's another C up here as well. Oh, this is nice. So we've got some mother of pearl shell and then really cute motifs on there. This is a really, really lightweight one. That just needs a link replacing there. How cute is that? Fix that one up, sure. This is pretty. It's broken, but that's probably quite an easy fix. Oh, look at that's got an A on it. This is attached. We just need to find a T and we'll be able to spell out cat. Funny. Yeah, so we'll try and fix that one up. Chunky bracelet. Little frog. He's cute. What's he say? He's from Korea, this little frog. His eyes are so funny. Bracelets, these are fun. They've lost some of their coating, they'll be cut up. Oh. We've got the other half. So these would need replacing. Is it for a belt? Pretty. Oh, this is, I think, cardigan. Is it cardigan clips? Nice enamel. Little bunny. Again, just missed Easter with that one. It's unusual, isn't it? I think that'll go into a mixed bag. What have we got here? A Viking boat. It's not silver, it might be pewter. Oh, this is cool. Stretch bracelet with bone, probably. Makes a lovely noise. I'll re-stretch, put that onto a new elastic. It's just a cheapy little one. I think this is an ear cuff, maybe. Loads more of these sea charms. And this, which has come off of something. Little cheapy chain. Another one of these green necklaces. And there's another three of them here, gosh. These are nice. I thought they were plastic, but I feel like glass. Another C. Oh, and another one. Goodness me, I'll be able to put a C on everything. This one, pink shells that have been dyed, and these have lost their coating, so that one will be cut up. Right, I'm going to detangle this now. Okay, so we've got some more beads and bits of shell. Another vintage necklace. This one is more modern. Sparkler. It's a pretty little dragonfly. Oh, it's missing some of its sparkles, that's sad. There's more of these. And two more of these. Big elephant who's missing some of his dangles. He's just a, I don't know what he is actually, he's quite heavy. I think it's just a big old lump of plastic. And very exciting, one of these things you hold a tablecloth down with. So what do you think? Was that worth my £7? I've had £7 worth of fun from it. I think these rings are probably my favourites, and this lovely old clasp. Let me know in the comments what was your favourite thing today. Do check out the description for all of my links for shopping. Drop me an email if there's something that you particularly fancy. Hit the like for me, and of course the subscribe. Watch something else, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, thanks for watching.